It's a very exciting and rousing time for the president selling sneakers. He has a $355 million defamation lawsuit that he has to pay for, and I hope that these gold shoes walk him right up to paying for them all.
Once you entered the helmet of your He-Man hammer, Mr. Angela would take care of it. Of course, one brilliant butt banger smelled what he called man ass.
We asked WPP News resident Hunter Biden expert what to expect moving forward, and he said this: Hunter gonna hunt and let Hunter hunt.
In response to the low rating, Sydney Sweeney was asked if she knew the difference between Iron Man and Iron Woman. The answer: one is a superhero and one is a command. Hello and welcome to the Working Perspectives Podcast presents WPP News. I'm Matt Lavelle, accompanied tonight by Liam Reese, Mikey Medigan, and Justin Richardson. On this show, we will be bringing you the internet's juiciest news stories and reporting on everything from political scandal to billionaire sneaker game to people being tricked into a little Canadian bacon. We're going to head to Liam Reese, who's going to give us the latest on American icon. Liam, what's the scoop?
America's sweetheart is in the news again. Hunter Biden's lawyers are saying that the prosecution confused a picture of sawdust with cocaine. The photo contained three light brown yellowish lines on a table saw that, when you look at the picture, it does pretty much look like, like it's sawdust, not actual cocaine. Hunter Beasy says that the photo was sent to him by his then psychiatrist. The psychiatrist got it from another client who was a carpenter, who was a recovering addict and everything. He sent it to Hunter to kind of tell him, like, hey, anybody can get clean, all that stuff. So that settles it. It looks like we all owe Hunter Biden an apology. In other news, the coke recently found in the White House, also sawdust. The 20-some-odd grams we saw him weighing out in a video, little chunks of wood. And the videos of all those chicks he was running around with, they actually turned out to be hot carpenters and not ladies of the night. We asked WPP News resident Hunter Biden expert what to expect moving forward, and he said this: Hunter gonna hunt and let Hunter hunt. I'm Liam Reese, WPP News.
All right, thank you for that, Liam. Hunter also stated that it wasn't his penis in the sex tape, it was his jackhammer. Hey! Thank you for that, Liam. Very good. Next, we're going to head to Mikey Medigan, who's got the latest on a slippery situation. Mikey, what's the story?
I'm here live on site, on scene with Bobbi Althoff, who became famous, you might know, for her big, bouncy brajul bags that happen to be uneven. Then she went on to interview some big names such as Jdub. I don't know who that is. Jdub, I said. I, as a top-notch beat reporter here at the WPP News, happened to get my hands on this video and watch the video closely, in which she goes knuckle deep in her pleasure dome. And as I was horrified by the scene of this video, I made sure that I will never see it again. And when I reached out to Bobbi, she said and claimed this was all done as an AI fake. Now, I'm going to be honest. I don't know why she's blaming Allen Iverson. He's a Hall of Fame, and in my opinion, the greatest under 6-foot basketball player to ever live. I don't know if he was there banging her. I don't know why he's involved. I feel like it's slander. Either way, I don't like it, except for the video. Either way, Mr. Mikey Medigan eats gravy from a jar out here on site, on scene. Back to you, Matthew, WPP News.
Thank you for that, Mikey. When asked, where can you find that video? All right, very good. Let's keep it moving. Thank you for that, Mikey Medigan. We're going to go to Jdub Justin Richardson, who's got the words on some kicks that be popping. Jdub, what's the story?
Donald Trump, currently at this Philadelphia sneaker con, he's selling a pair of gold $399 Never Surrender Air Force One knockoff spacesuit. They are dubbed as the Impeachment 2s or the January 6th. They're by request making a light up version for the Tunnel Jews in New York. They're a fantastic shoe. Many people are very excited about it. I, for one, tried to get my hands on a pair, but was unable to. And it's a very exciting and rousing time for the president selling sneakers. He has a $355 million defamation lawsuit that he has to pay for. And I hope that these gold shoes walk him right up paying for them all. Thank you. Back to you, Matt.
Good stuff, Justin. Thank you for that. When asked why he purchased the shoes, he responded by saying that he made a sole investment. Good stuff. Great stuff, guys. Very good. Let's keep it moving. We're going to head back to the one and only Liam Reese, who's in Las Vegas to talk about something that went missing. Liam, what's the story?
Missing? A Las Vegas murderer was missing for more than a year before anyone even knew he was gone. Jeremy Kelly was convicted back in 1999 of first-degree murder, along with a bunch of other charges, when Jeremy and 3 of his boys went to rob his dad and ended up killing him. He was paroled 17 years later, 2016, but that didn't last long because obviously he's a horrible person and got pulled over with guns and drugs in 2017. Those were federal charges, so he got 42 months. Kelly served what he needed to on that time, but as many of us know, if you violate on that parole, you still owe that time on the back end for the original sentence. Well, I guess the Bureau of Prisons did not know that and let Jeremy go on his way. On January 30th, he was up again for parole for, why not, second time for parole for murdering your father, but could not be found. Eventually, they caught up with Jeremy on February 16th and brought him in. To the surprise of absolutely no one, the Bureau of Prisons and the Nevada Department of Corrections have not commented on any, so nobody knows whose fault it was. Just have like murderers running around, no big deal. While while you're like packing the jails like sardines with nonviolent drug offenders and whatnot. But hey, on that note, I'm going to kick it back to you, Matt.
Thank you for that, Liam. When asked, Vegas officials stated that, yeah, he went missing, just like little Nicky Santoro and his brother Dominic. Thank you for that, Liam. We'll now be heading to the Great White North to talk to Mikey Metagon about some Canadian glory. Mikey, what's the story?
I'm here in Toronto, where Cuba's finest, Mr. Trudeau, somehow let me in. Maybe I wore a mask, maybe I didn't. He don't know who I am. Either way, Tony Shafir, a.k.a. Angela, tricked 2 ding-dongs into coming for glory at a glory home. As you see behind me, Mr. Shafir politely set up a sheet with a hole cut into it to stop your golden glizzy in. Once you entered the helmet of your He-Man hammer, Mr. Angela would take care of it. Of course, one brilliant butt banger smelled what he called man-ass. When smelled, he pulled down the sheet, revealing Mr. Shafir, the sucker, was now sitting behind the sheet. Mr. Sucker is facing 2 counts of sexual assault as the head of HR, Matthew. I, Mikey Metagon, have to go further investigate whether or not this is actually happening. I'm out of here, guys.
Okay, well, have fun, Mikey Metagon. Thank you for that. When asked for comment, the Canadian man said, sorry. Thank you for that, Mikey. We're going to head to Jdub Justin Richardson, who's got the latest from the box office. Jdub, what's the story?
Live from the entertainment news in the box office this weekend, Sony's mad hit Madam Webb came out at a whopping 13% on Rotten Tomatoes. Also whopping Sydney Sweeney. I'd like to shoot some webs. Oh, Jesus. Have you seen this broad? Do you know what she looks like? You seen this good? All right. Anyway, with great power comes great responsibility. The original line from the movie, they changed it for this movie. They said, when you take on great responsibility, great power will come. I'll tell you what, I see that Sydney Sweeney, great power will come. Matt, back to you.
All right. Thank you for that, Jdub Justin Richardson. In response to the low rating, Sydney Sweeney was asked if she knew the difference between Iron Man and Iron Woman. The answer, one is a superhero and one is a command. All right. Thank you for that. We're going to head back to Jdub Justin Richardson, who's going to wrap things up with some local news. Jdub, what's the story?
In local news, my neighbor Greg, I know you've been throwing your dog poop bags into my trash can. I can tell because the knot's tied like someone who ties a knot like a bitch. To reiterate, me and my dog hate you. I've begun digging a tunnel to connect my house to your house, and I'm going to come fight you in the night. Follow up to come soon. More to come on the story. Thank you.
All right. Thank you for that, Justin. Speaking of hating Greg, this has been another episode of the Working Perspectives Podcast presents WPP News. I'm Matt Lavelle, accompanied by Liam Reese, Mikey Medigan, and Jdub Justin Richardson. In case you're wondering, you can find all our stuff and all our content on all podcast platforms and YouTube at Working Perspectives Podcast. You can also on Instagram at Working Perspectives Podcast. You can join us on Twitter and TikTok at WorkingPod. If you would like to be a guest on the show, please email us at workperspectives@gmail.com. And please like and subscribe so we keep bringing you this sweet, sweet content. Thanks for listening and have a great weekend. Thanks. See you.